It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. You know that keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You talk about this Giant defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Great. Alpha. Right, anyway.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Trimmer.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll work down and inside the 45. The Eagles at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They go play action with Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Dart. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now the former Sun Devil is Cam Scannaboo. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw now, Dart. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Ashton Davis in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Third down and 13. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Great. Hey, Silver.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Great.
Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over on the bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Great. Set. No touchdown.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles first down. 1st and goal.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Barkley is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hurts. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown taking it in. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Giants of it. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Giants take over first down at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old mountain prop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing his dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Dart. Got his man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Giants.
Dart going to give the Scatterboo. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Scatterboo. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterboo, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. Crowd left, Yanni. Don't touch him.
They go play action here on first down. To Barkley on the check down. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Great, great, set. 180, 180. 73, 73. Don't touch.
Up the middle with Barkley. And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
No touch that. 180, 180.
Looking to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Great, great, great. No touch that. 180, 180. No touch.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
No touch that. No touch.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
That's why I never ask for help.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Great, great, great. Set. 180, 180. No touch.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? You couldn't do it here in football, partner.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air, Dart. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCuba. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Dart's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Great. Set. Anyone, Delta.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On second and inches, Hurts. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Hey, 73. Delta. Trimmer. Delta.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
Great. Set. 180.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, the spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Sanders' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jake Elliott
Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 target.
They go play action with Dart. And it is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
First down, here's Houu. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing his Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw, Dart. They'll set up the screen to Houu. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Smith catches left side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Good, set. Right there, you went up.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Dart. And find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 45 yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Yeah, boy, it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Tiger Hornet. Yellow touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. That was complete down the field to Smith. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Great. Set. Yellow touch.
Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
11 more yards.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
180 with it. Yellow touch.
Hurts. He's into the secondary. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Out of the gun, here's Dunn. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave him no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. An inside run with Scatterbury. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go. Here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his Dart. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Dart. That's complete to Slayton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Give up the middle, Scatterboo. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Dart will throw it on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching that now, our apologies. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Gets through and now an opening. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Eagles could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is first and 10. From the gun, Dart. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Final 90 seconds here. It's second and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now Dart. He finds his man, complete. It's Fields. Down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Dart. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw now, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
60 boxes, 60.
Throwing, Dart. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. his hands team, able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.